So we are live from Crusaders headquarters. We have breaking news coming out of England.
And that is why today I am announcing this government will make a new free of charge digital ID mandatory for the right to work by the end of this Parliament. Let me spell that out. You will not be able to work in the United Kingdom if you do not have digital ID. It's as simple as that. Because decent, pragmatic, fair-minded people, they want us to tackle the issues that they see around them. And of course, the truth is, we won't solve our problems if we don't also take on the root causes, looking upstream to tackle poverty, conflict, climate change, issues that aren't just intolerable for those of us who care about inequality and injustice wherever it's found in the world, but which have clear consequences for our own citizens. Take Russia's aggression in Ukraine. We all have a responsibility for the future of our continent, to stand tall where oppression and violence rears its head. But it is also about energy security, because Putin and other tyrants have used their control over energy supplies as a threat. They've pushed up energy bills, threatened to keep doing so unless they get their way. And that's why we're investing in our own energy, sovereign control over our own future, whether that's nuclear, wind, solar power. Now, this will create good jobs, but it will also take the boot of tyrants like Putin off our throat. So our mission to become a clean energy superpower is about future-proofing energy supply, bringing energy bills down and protecting the planet that we all live on, doing right by our values and by our countries and our citizens. Because in this era, we must be the nation builders. We must be the patriots in our countries. We must show working people that we, and only we, can deliver the pride and belonging they seek. Their communities strong, cohesive, changed for the better, taking control of our future, tackling the big challenges, whether that's climate change or illegal migration, not shying away from them. That is how we win. That is how we rebuild. That's how renewal defeats grievance.
New World Order. It's here. So I'm just going to go over a couple of videos. That one had a lot of stuff on the screen. So let's see this one.
And that is why today I am announcing this government will make a new free of charge digital ID mandatory for the right to work by the end of this Parliament. Let me spell that out. You will not be able to work in the United Kingdom.
So he says it will be mandatory. His hands are apart on the podium. And then he says, let me spell that out. And then he brings his hands together to do that satanic hand sign and says, you will not be able to work or pretty much do anything without this digital ID. Watch the hand movements. Listen to what he's saying.
And that is why today I am announcing this government will make a new free of charge digital ID mandatory for the right to work by the end of this Parliament. Let me spell that out. You will not be able to work in the United Kingdom if you do not have digital ID. It's as simple as that. Because decent, pragmatic, fair-minded people, they want us to tackle the issues that they see around them. And of course, the truth is, we won't solve our problems. And that is...
Wow. So now we're seeing the New World Order showing full force who and what they are, just as I told you they would this week for the September prophecy. Wow, very stern and harsh words from the British Prime Minister, Keir Starmer. Is locking down the British people with this digital ID mark. I have the decodes, of course. So we are witnessing the September prophecy that I warned you about for many months now. So his full name, he's a Sir, which means he is knighted under the order of the British Empire. So Sir Keir Rodney Starmer equals 1656. So he fits right into the Great Flood decode we did many months ago, the only people on earth to do so. Check out the 1656s. You see Donald Trump, you see everything here, right? So his name equals 1656, Sir Keir Rodney Starmer. The beginning of tribulation equals 1656. The great tribulation is upon us equals 1656. Without his title of Sir, Keir Rodney Starmer equals 923. Antichrist revealed equals 923. Here are Starmer equals 1014. Alien invasion equals 1014. The birth date of Charlie Kirk is 1014. Keir Starmer equals 522. Birth date. Where are the birthing numbers? Birthing, birth date, 522. Prime Minister, because he's the Prime Minister of the United Kingdom. Prime Minister equals 1098. Order out of chaos is 1098. He represents the Labour Party, is your 888 for the synagogue of Satan. And he is enforcing and making mandatory a BritCard and BritCard wallet. Never said anything about the digital currency, but I'm going to show you that the BritCard wallet is already set up for the digital currency. Are you all following along? So this is the ad that's going around BritCard wallet. You're going to have a tick if you have the right to work or the right to rent. This is unbelievable. So this is coming out of the United Kingdom. So the United Kingdom equals 846. Tribulation equals 846. And here's that number we discovered, 744. For Great Britain equals 744. The man of sin equals 744. This is where it gets crazy now. So he said it's mandatory. We've heard this word before, mandatory, during the pandemic. Mandatory equals 666. BritCard equals 846. So a mandatory BritCard sounds exactly the same with the numerical values to Mark of Beast tribulation, 666 and 846. Mandatory BritCard, 666, 846. Mark of Beast Tribulation, 666, 846. Now let's take a closer look at this BritCard. I'm not sure why they're calling it a BritCard because it's not a card. It's a digital ID and wallet on your cell phone device, right? As they show here on an iPhone. Yes, Kano, I said it again. Antichrist revealed 923 this whole week. I had been telling you all for months, weeks, all leading up to this false rapture, right? I've been telling people, I even interrogated AI. It told me it was going to be a false rapture and it was going to take power of the whole world. Yesterday, British government announced the digital ID and the American government announced that AI Grok will be taking over. Yeah, I'm listening, Kano. Get it all in the chats. I'm just getting the decodes out the way. So here's the BritCard. Notice the name that is being used nationwide in the UK for this BritCard. It's an African American gentleman with the name James Williams. So James, that name has been popping up a lot with Charles James Kirk, Tyler James Robinson, James Christian Kimmel. So now we got another James because James equals 726, Antichrist 726. And who remembers the Formula One decode we did? I have it right here. We were looking at the Azerbaijan Grand Prix, Charles Leclerc, right? Williams, Carlos Sainz got the podium. You're not going to believe this. So the name on the card is James Williams, right? Williams Racing, as in Williams, has the driver Carlos Sainz 522, Carlos Sainz Jr. 1116 equals Mark of Beast. The team principal of Williams is James Vowles. So James of Williams, right? This is part of the ritual, and I told you this is why Formula One has been pushed on the masses, why it's been pushed with a Netflix documentary and a Brad Pitt Hollywood movie, because they need people to take part in the ritual. And F1 generates a lot of energy, you could say, for these rituals, because it's these machines that generate downforce and gravitational forces and corners. So the more eyes on it, the more energy it will generate. So on Sunday, September 21st, right, for your September prophecy, James Vowles and the Williams team had an amazing race and got their first podium in 4 years. James Vowles equals 474. Fallen Angel equals 474. BritCard wallet equals 474. So there's your James and there's your Williams. So James Williams is what's on the UK driving license ID card. Look at the expiry date. The expiry date is 22nd of May for your 522. So there's your 2205 2035, all by the numbers coded, right? The fact that his name is James and his last name's Williams and his expiry date is the 522. The driver of Williams that got the podium is Carlos Sainz. And remember, his dad's name is also Carlos Sainz, so he goes by Carlos Sainz Jr. For your Formula One ritual, all by the numbers, all falling in line with the mark of the beast and the New World Order and the rising of the Antichrist. James Williams. So it's a September prophecy. As you can see here, we've covered for the last 2 weeks now many rituals, and it seems like everyone that's been a part of these rituals seems to have a September birth date. So now we have Keir Rodney Starmer, the British Prime Minister, a knighted Prime Minister with the title Sir, has the birth date of the 2nd of September 1962 for your September prophecy. And the September prophecy, why it equals 1254, is because the September prophecy goes back to September 11th, right? Where the big ritual began in September on the 11th day, 2001. And it transpired all the way from September to September 23rd, 2025. September prophecy, which equals 1254 weeks. That 1254 is still significant because the day after the false rapture, right, we get the 24th. I remember on the 23rd, Trump was at the United Nations. The 24th, we didn't hear much. Then yesterday was the 25th. It's still the 1254 weeks where Trump and Elon Musk announced AI will be taking over the US government. And Keir Starmer, the British Prime Minister, is enforcing a mandatory digital ID this week. Today's now the 26th. He's confirmed it's happening. Good luck to you all in England. But it's coming to everyone worldwide anyway. Don't let them fool you and make it look like Russia is the enemy or China is the enemy or it's because of immigration. Why is there an immigration problem? Is it because we ourselves were at the borders and says, hey, come on in? Or is it the government letting in all the immigrants causing a problem? Now the government, has the so-called solution to solve the problem that they caused in the first place. Order out of chaos. So the 1254 weeks is going to continue up until the last day of September, where it will show 1255 weeks. So get ready, because England is already signing petitions. They're already preparing the protests, and they already have a phrase: say no to digital ID. Now, this is where it gets really complicated, because we have to resist this evil. But the devil knows and has everything prepared. It's very conniving, right? So people are going to be out in the streets in the UK and wherever else in the world it's going to pop up next, and everyone's going to have these signs saying, "Say no to digital ID. We do not comply. We do not comply." Right? So why does say no to digital ID equal that number we found yet again? 1104. Say no to digital ID equals hell the Antichrist. 1104. Say no to digital ID equals 744, which equals the father of lies and the man of sin. As in the days of Noah, 1104, the United States Space Command, 1104, and an alien threat, 1104. So do you see how everything is intermixed in this woven web of deception with false truths, false raptures, false saviors, false prophets, false resistance? So people are going to take to the streets like Satan didn't already know this would happen. And he's again going to siphon that energy, because everyone's going to have the slogan that's going to be equal to hell, the Antichrist. Do not use this slogan, say no to digital ID. You are falling into a trap here. That's why it's being enforced and made mandatory. They know they're going to anger the British people. They already know what the slogan's going to be, because they have all the Masons and all the controlled oppositions amongst these freedom movements and resistance, and they're going to be like, yes, we're going to go rally downtown London this week with Tommy Robinson, right? Another Jesuit puppet. So a Jesuit puppet is going to be gathering people to protest. So the resistance is basically controlled by the government also, especially when all the slogans are going to be say no to digital ID. And I'm telling you right here, right now, say no to digital ID equals hell, the Antichrist. Say no to digital ID equals the man of sin. These decodes are just piling up and exposing where and what is happening in this world and who is doing what. We are on the cusp and witnessing the ushering in of the New World Order and the crowning of the Antichrist. So remember, 1104s, 744s. They're going to fake an alien invasion, and they're already setting up society. So Trump criticizes the United Nations this week on September 23rd, Feast of Trumpets. Antichrist Trump equals 1254. Trump criticizes United Nations equals the man of sin, father of lies. 744 does a full circle because it equals 1254, right? United Nations equals mark of beast and brotherhood of death and tribulation. Trump was seen saying, burn in hell to the United Nations, saying your nations, your countries will burn in hell. Trump and Elon Musk have done the deal for AI Grok to pretty much take over the US government. Power is shifting. Humans are not in control of this world anymore. So I showed the Cameron Diaz, Drew Barrymore, Lucy Liu, the Charlie's Angels decode yesterday, and I got banned. So Drew Barrymore didn't like what I had to say and copyright me. So there's the 1086. Keep that number in mind. That's another number we discovered here. Cameron Diaz hologram 1086. There's your full throttle for Charlie's Angels full throttle 1014. Drew Barrymore equals United Nations mark of beast. So I got copywritten. Had to edit everything out, so I'm not sure what the video looks like now, which is why it's important to watch live, because they're attacking me. And even when you do watch live, they suspend the live midstream. There are visibility restrictions on your video. Your channel isn't affected. Audio visual, Drew Barrymore show, audio visual, Drew. So yeah, attacking, taking down this information. They want it hidden. There's the Snake Eyes decode, order out of chaos. So wait, this is what I wanted to bring up. So obviously the the ruler of the British Empire is King Charles. And the numbers, as you can see here, 1104, King Charles III has died. King Charles dies today. The Antichrist, 924. So there's all these death connections. So King Charles, whenever he supposedly dies, because he is said to have cancer and illnesses, he's, you know, on his last moment, not healthy. So death of a king equals 606. There's that 606 again. Death of King Charles III does equal fallen angel and man of sin. It's just that the 7 is in front of the 4 for your 744, but it's 474. So the same numbers, but intermingled. So King Charles dead equals Antichrist. King Charles dead equals order out of chaos. And also 1104 for space command. So you can see the setup here that they're pulling. King Charles will die. It will fall in line with the prophecy of the alien invasion of the New World Order. He won't be here for it because the Antichrist will reveal himself and doesn't want any other kings or rulers on earth, when it's going to be a one world ruler with a one world government, a one world digital ID banking system. It's over. There's the Knights of Malta cross that Erica Kirk was also seen wearing. Thought I'd just point that out quickly. 1086s. Where's my 1086s? Again, I've been telling you that AI became self-aware this week. All this should be proving that, because if AI is now self-aware and they do have supercomputers, this is why they're assigning AI all these government powerful position roles like Grok in the federal government in the US, and now digital ID and digital wallet in the UK. And obviously, who's going to be controlling this digital system? AI. The Antichrist beast, Abaddon, right? September prophecy. Got 1086s. So thank you for letting me know that other decoders are trying to steal my 1086 decode. So the Last Reckoning 1086, I discovered this back in 2022 when, again, September 11th, 2001 to July 5th, when the Large Hadron Collider turned on. It was exactly 1086 weeks. Large Hadron Collider equals 1086. Particle colliders equals 1086. Womb of creation, the beast system, the Jesuit order, right? All 1086. Genetic modification 1086. Genetic modification 846. Federal Reserve for the bank is 1086. Huge number. So I know Joseph has been sharing it and not giving credit, but he did initially give credit back in 2022 when I found it. But now he has been stealing it, not giving credit, even though he's giving credit to his enemy, Zachary Hubbard. So Joseph Akuviva is a sellout to the Jesuit order, to the beast system, to the synagogue of Satan. He's so desperate for money that he's sold out. Do not steal my stuff. I will destroy you. Right. So 1086s, let's get back to all our other decodes here regarding this digital ID. and how it's getting complicated because people, so the pushback is going to feed the system. That's all I'm going to say. We need another way to resist or push back, or do not push back at all and just leave society. Now's the time to start these off-grid communities. I just made a whole music album called Island of the Crusaders. We need to get out of these cities. There's not going to be a way to fight it or exist without this ID. You're not going to be able to work. You're not going to be able to have access to money. You're not going to be able to do anything, go anywhere. You're not going to be able to go to the hospital. Not that you should be visiting hospitals anyway. They're weapons for the beast system. So again, they are setting up for this alien invasion. If you go out there and feed this beast, you're just feeding it and speeding it up for our inevitable demise in this new world order. It's getting to that point. So let me bring this down. All these decodes are insane. Another September birthday for a September prophecy, the name, his mission, all lines up, especially with Formula One now. And I told you that James Vowles and Carlos Charles Sainz from Williams were a part of this ritual. And now you can see on the ID card, the bloke's name is James Williams, which expires on May 22nd. Can you believe this? And you think this is just coincidence? And the Brit card, which isn't even a card because it's digital, equals tribulation. They're telling you through the numbers, which is why all of these decodes are absolutely important to take note of how they script things by the numbers, by Bible prophecy. It's incredible stuff we're seeing here. And it's so easy once you already have most of the decode laid out. Everything just fits in like missing pieces to a puzzle. And then the next event in the next nation that's pulling off this new world order stuff on their citizens or illegal immigrants, whatever they decide to do next, will fall exactly in line with all of these numbers. James Vowles also tied in with the Charlie Kirk incident, prove me wrong, Charlie James Kirk, Miss Arizona, and the Galactic Federation. So it's all connected, and it always has some connection to space, alien invasion, the Galactic Federation, and the fallen angels. All of them. It's the new world order. Nothing we see in this world is real, from sports to anything. It's all fake. The news is fake. Sports are fake and scripted. It's all by the numbers. We are witnessing the ushering in of the final end times, judgment day, death penalty, rapturing. Look at these numbers. Tower of Babel, out of time. The end of time, all 744. 744 also equals 1014 for your Charlie Kirk birthday. This is getting too out of hand now. The 1104 was tied into the Snake Eyes riddle with Nicholas Kim Coppola equals 1104. August Coppola, 1104. So now we can add say no to digital ID equals 1104, just as it was in the days of Noah. This all began with Irina Zarutska, the Ukrainian girl murdered in Charlotte, right? On 8/22. Captain Kirk, 1104 for your space. Yeah, this is getting out of hand. I cannot believe how connected, how riddled up this is, how blatant. It's the same numbers continuously, but no matter what we look at, it's the same numbers. Digital ID is here, the mark of the beast, it's coming, and they're enforcing it. They're telling you it's mandatory. They do not care about you. It's going to be enforced, which means they have the army, the military, or the beast system to help enforce it. So get ready. They obviously know that whatever pushback or fight back will be in vain.
This government, and that is why today I am announcing this government will make a new free of charge digital ID mandatory for the right to work by the end of this Parliament. Let me spell that out. You will not be able to work in the United Kingdom if you do not have digital ID. It's as simple as that. Because decent, pragmatic, fair-minded people, they want us to tackle the issues that they see around them. And of course, the truth is, we won't solve our problems if we don't also take on the root causes, looking upstream to tackle poverty, conflict, climate change, issues that aren't just intolerable for those of us who care about inequality and injustice wherever it's found in the world, but which have clear consequences for our own citizens. Take Russia's aggression in Ukraine. We all have a responsibility for the future of our continent, to stand tall where oppression and violence rears its head. But it is also about energy security, because Putin and other tyrants have used their control over energy supplies as a threat. They've pushed up energy bills, threatened to keep doing so unless they get their way. And that's why we're investing in our own energy, sovereign control over our own future, whether that's nuclear, wind, solar power. Now, this will create good jobs, but it will also take the boot of tyrants like Putin off our throat. So our mission to become a clean energy superpower is about future-proofing energy supply, bringing energy bills down and protecting the planet that we all live on, doing right by our values and by our countries and our citizens. Because in this era, we must be the nation builders. We must be the patriots in our countries. We must show working people that we, and only we, can deliver the pride and belonging they seek. Their communities strong, cohesive, changed for the better, taking control of our future, tackling the big challenges, whether that's climate change or illegal migration, not shying away from them. That is how we win. That is how we rebuild. That's how renewal defeats grievance.
This is incredible stuff we're seeing here. I cannot
And that is
believe
why today I am announcing this government will make a new free of charge digital ID mandatory for the right to work by the end of this Parliament. Let me spell that out. You will not be able to work in the United Kingdom if you do not have digital ID. It's as simple as that. Because decent, pragmatic, fair-minded people, they want us to tackle the issues that they see around them. And of course, the truth is, we won't solve our problems if we don't also take on the root causes.
mandatory IDs digital. I need to bring up the decodes because I'm seeing some people in the chats from the UK saying that they will resist. The dates are set. So I need to warn you also, 1014, this number keeps coming up. I'm telling you that on 1014, something very bad could happen. Someone's going to die on 1014. We're saying it right here, right now. Something's going to happen on 1014, which is only a couple of weeks away. So again, here's the decodes. BritCard equals tribulation. Sir Keir Rodney Starmer, the British knighted Prime Minister, equals the beginning of tribulation, and the Great Tribulation is upon us. Keir Rodney Starmer equals Antichrist revealed. Keir R. Starmer equals 1014, alien invasion 1014. So we've got a lot of 1014s here, which is 10/14, as in October 14th. Keir Starmer equals 522. Prime Minister equals order out of chaos. Labour Party equals the synagogue of Satan and the BritCard wallet. So he's speaking of a digital ID, but in the same image, they're already showing you what's coming next, which is the BritCard wallet. And what is going to be put in the BritCard wallet? It's going to be your digital money, your allowance that they allow you to have. If you have all these green ticks, But if it says, oh, you posted something on Facebook or on Twitter that falls out of line with the government's vision, then yeah, you'll be suspended on your money. You won't be able to spend it. You won't be able to go to the gym, buy groceries. You won't be able to drive your car. They'll suspend your license. They'll restrict your movements. They'll make you homeless and cross out your right to rent, cross out your right to work. You're done. It will have everything on here. It will have your credit score, credit rating, all your personal info, history, medical, your vaccine passport, your criminal record. Everything will be on here. You're done. And yes, we have to resist it, but you got to be careful in resisting UK, because the resistance in the UK, the freedom movement, has already long been infiltrated by the Masonic Brotherhood of Death. They're going to lead you around in a circle to hell, the Antichrist. So, anyone in the UK, hear me out. I am King Nico of Crusaders of the Resistance. My mission is to prove Bible prophecy. Yes, we have to resist digital ID, but there is a way to go about it. You cannot just go to the streets and go to your parliament buildings and follow your Tommy Robinson Jesuit puppets. You cannot follow them, especially when the slogan and the phrase is going to be focused on say no to digital ID. That's what they want you to do. You will be out there in the streets hailing the Antichrist. I promise you that. You'll be hailing the man of sin. This is what the Antichrist wants and needs. We're only human. We've been dumbed down. We are not smarter than these fallen angel demons. We are not smarter than them. We are not ahead of them. They are light years ahead of us. There's nothing we can do to stop this, which is why Jesus came and died for our sins. We ourselves cannot stand against this evil. We need to submit to Jesus Christ and put on the full armor of God. It's going to get very complicated. There's going to be a lot of fake resistance, a lot of fake leaders pretending to lead this resistance against the government and the digital IDs, but you will fail. I promise you that. You will all fall, and your false prophet leaders will disappear so fast and sell you all out. You will be hailing the Antichrist. So, yes, I'm saying say no to digital ID, but don't say it that way. There's a different way to resist. The Antichrist is ahead of the game. He already knows how, you know what I mean? So I don't know how else I can warn people of the trickery that is upon us in these end times, but I will keep sharing the decodes, showing you all the connections, showing you how both sides of the wing are controlled by the same evil. There's not much resistance on this earth. I'm here in Canada. The freedom movement doesn't exist. It's just a bunch of Freemason, Jesuit, sodomites pretending to cover freedom news and government politics. It's all fake. Everyone here fell into it. So there is no resistance in Canada. I'm just a one man band man, right? A one man army. So yeah, blood of Jesus over us. We are the resistance. I hope you've seen and realized these decodes. This is the first you will be seeing and hearing of this, and I'm pretty sure it will be hijacked and taken and spread across the internet, but I will be there. I will not let this go without a fight. So whoever wants to come up against me and challenge me and try to take and hijack this resistance and these biblical prophecy revealings, then go ahead. Yeah, it is scary. We will resist, but the resistance has already been infiltrated. The slogans have already been preset to pretend to fight against the system when you're not fighting against it. You're just feeding it and hailing it. So why does say no to digital ID equal hell the Antichrist? Does anyone have an answer better than what I have just explained here? So Kano, explain to me what happened on 9/23. I saw your comment about Abaddon revealing himself and no one saw it. And if you've seen my decodes and my interrogations, that I was pretty much the first person to reveal that Abaddon is the angel of the bottomless pit that was located by CERN and somehow summoned and impregnated into the internet. So quickly, I'm hearing you out. Let me know what's going on. You're welcome to join the live. So if you want to jump in, I'm going to leave the link. I want to hear what people have to say. If you're from England, jump in too. Let me know what's going on over there. Like I said yesterday, I was already in England a year ago, and I told you this was going to happen. I could already feel it. I couldn't wait to get out of there. Going into stores and trying to purchase stuff was just a horrible experience. So you can go back to my September videos last year because my dad passed away and I was there for a funeral, September, October. And yeah, I came back and said, yeah, England has fallen. And here we are a year later, and no surprise there. So decode on the statue with Epstein. Yeah, I said it but didn't catch it. So what did I say but didn't catch? So I'm interested to see what information we have on the Antichrist revealing itself one way or another. So it was posted on the 24th. And you share a link and you let me know, and we'll search for it now. Abaddon did it, revealed himself on the low, nobody caught it. So what am I decoding? Direct me where we're going. Where did Abaddon reveal himself to the world? Because he already revealed himself here at Crusaders headquarters. We commanded it by authorization of Jesus Christ, and he had no choice but to reveal himself. So I want to see what statue. Can someone help me what Kano is trying to describe here? Okay, he's talking about a statue. I'm going to go online and see. But I need more than just that. Let me go on Twitter here. Abaddon statue. What are we searching? Excuse me. Bitcoin Trump statue with Epstein holding hands, the golden statue. Are you sure these are real statues and not like AI? Because I know there's a lot of AI generations that are making statues of people. So let me know. We're here on Twitter or X. So I'm seeing, so this Bitcoin Trump statue is real. Do you remember the golden statue from Trump Gaza that they showed earlier in the year? That AI video? Very demonic. So if this is real, that's crazy. So what are we searching for here? No, it's real. So it is a real statue, Bitcoin. So the digital currency is coming. So is this the statue that somehow depicts Abaddon? So a golden statue of President Trump holding a Bitcoin placed outside the U.S. Capitol. Wow, what kind of sick ritual is this? It's not really that big, is it? But it's right there, all lined up with the Washington State building. So there's one with Epstein, he's saying. How do I mute this? Shut up. I guess the rapture isn't coming, but we were blessed with this statue of Trump and Epstein in DC today. This can't be real. Yes, hello, beautiful, fine folks from Miss Holly Baglio. Good to see you. Hope you're having a great day and afternoon. We're just covering some New World order breaking news with the release or the imminent release of the digital ID and digital wallet in the UK. So we have DJ New Moon joining us. Welcome, DJ New Moon. Thank you for jumping in. Let's everyone say
Hey,
hello to DJ New Moon. We
I
can all
think
hear you, brother.
it's the first time I join your panel. Yeah.
Yep, you're welcome. I haven't done one of these in a while, but thank you for joining. So honestly, good to see you. Where it's been nonstop these last couple of weeks, or pretty much this whole month of September. So, what information do you have for us, brother?
You know me. I make music. I don't really have information. I just want to talk to you for like 1 minute. Uh,
Yeah, no problem. That's
but uh,
awesome.
but yeah, it's very interesting that it's all the same number. Like they're gonna chant. They're gonna chant in the street, and is the same number of I don't know what it is, but they're gonna
Yeah,
chant
you
no
see,
to ID.
yeah, that's the
This is
mark.
so
So,
strange.
you understand what I'm saying because I've held many protests. I've seen what it's like when they come with these slogans and chants, and it does sound ritualistic, like they're hailing something. But this is
Yeah.
a clear showing that say no to digital ID equals hell the Antichrist. So that's how you know that somehow everyone's being manipulated, whether you're for it or not. It still feeds the beast system, which is very scary to see.
Yeah, I saw a guy. The movie Chicago. I don't know, and in the movie, it's like a documentary. The guy found glass and he see alien everywhere.
And it's
I don't
called
know,
Chicago. Might have to check that out. But yeah, we've been checking out a few things recently. So many movies connected to this
but but
ritual.
the guy who have a YouTube channel with the picture of the guy with the glass. Today he did a video about the video of Flatter True or Terry.
Are you talking about RV? And he has the "They Live" image with the guy
Yeah,
with
yeah,
the
yeah.
yeah. Okay,
He
yeah,
just
I
did
know.
a video about the dude that you talk about the video. He did Terry about the hologram,
Yeah,
and the other guy with the glass in his video, he said, "Oh, you're not right. It was not hologram. There's no trap on the floor under the table. When it glitch." He said, "Oh, it's not glitching. It's you. You put your foot in the hole." Blah, blah. I was like, "What?" And we already debunked this before. And this guy is so late, and he said this and that. I was like, "Oh, okay." I
well, did
tried to
you
put. I put
yeah,
a comment, and he deleted it 5 minutes later.
yeah, so the hologram theory is a touchy one. People, I don't know, because you know me. You've seen I haven't once gone to and fallen into this conspiracy of people handing up things and Israel
Yeah,
did it. It's definitely technology involved. You can see so many glitches with the chair from different angles floating across the and sinking through the table. It's just
yeah.
weird things. So
My theory is that because people say we didn't see blood and it sounds like a firecracker. So that was for the people live. Maybe they saw like an hologram. He
yeah,
was hiding in the hole. When he got shot, you see how the guy tried to put something out of, that because he's going up. He's trying to go out of the trap. So they pull him out and that. But for the public, they give you three different angles of an AI version, and you see the blood is not going on the same letter. The letter disappear, and the ring going under the finger. That was for the
yes,
TV and the internet, but live right there, it was. I think it was a hologram, and to get the guy to the hospital, you need the guy. So when he got shot, supposedly with the hologram, they just put it out of the hole. But I don't know why this guy with the picture with the glass is trying to say that all what we say it's impossible. But he's showing on his live, and he say no, it's not this, but he's showing it. He showed the hole. He said this is not a trap. It's impossible, but he show it.
Right. I'm gonna have to check out RV's video. I'll talk to him if anything, see what's going on, why he doesn't feel this could have been technology manipulation with holograms. So you seen my video on Drew Barrymore just yesterday, right? And incredible. You saw how 8K hyper realistic that hologram looked. So it's getting it's out of hand, the technology. So
and it's sad that it's a truther who tried to say that the other truther is say it's real, but it's not. But he did say, he said at the first of his video, at the start, he say, look, I'm not saying it's true or not. I'm just saying this is my theory. It's my opinion. And the other guy say, oh, you try to say to the people that you're right and everything. He changed the story for him, I don't know why.
So I'm
Terry did a really good job.
You know me, I'm all pushing for it was a hologram, it was staged, no one died, no one got hurt, it was all for the ritual. It's all by the numbers, the dates. So yeah, I said that in my first video and I got a banned, I got it put up. They've been messing with the channel ever since. So I'm gonna check that out for sure.
I know why also he said that Terry was wrong, because Terry showed a video of two women and a third woman that it was supposed to be an hologram in a TV show. But it's not hologram because they show after the show that it's just CGI. She's in a studio in a green screen. Sorry. Yeah, and it's a green screen. So it's like, you see, Terry, it was not an hologram. It was a green screen. You all say wrong, but who cares? We talk about.
I'm gonna have to make another video and trying to be cautious of how I share Drew Barrymore's footage because she's copyrighting me. So I'm gonna have to, because the technology is changing and they're hiding it from us. So what Terry showed was old hologram technology with the mirror where it has to bounce off the ground onto the mirror backwards. But as you can see on the Drew Barrymore show, they didn't have to do that. They just had someone remotely sitting in an area and then they were able to just beam it onto a stage. You saw Cameron Diaz walk in on the stage, sit in a chair, and we had no idea. So yeah. It's very scary, but thank you so much for jumping on, man. It's been good talking to you, to finally have you on. Your work is incredible, man. Your music is great. So I hope everyone can follow.
I'm on two songs, maybe tomorrow and Sunday. One is it's weird because it's like what you're talking about. There's one, it's trust God, not men. And the other one, they are scripture, and the other one it's about only fools rush in with no listening. So yeah, I'm trying to make a new song with scripture in and talk about flat earth a little bit.
Awesome.
But my new song, I have a new software. I introduced my song. I changed note of it. If you listen to my new song, you not even tell if it's AI or not.
Wow.
So, I'm gonna make I did one for Mikey Smith. I did one for Solve. I did one for Banjo. And I think I'm gonna make you one with you in the next new moon. Because I only listen to you, Vika, Banjo, and Solve, and Mikey Smith. Because before that I was listening to like 30 channel. I was everywhere and it was taking all my time. Now I'm working hard, and because I want to buy a binocular like Mikey Smith, and I want to do what he's doing. I want to be an activist.
Yeah, it's not. It looks like we're going to be forced to do it anyway because England isn't going to be the one and only country pushing this digital system. So it's going to come to America, Europe, Asia, everywhere real soon. So, did you have any information on this statue that with Trump holding hands with Epstein? I think I did see that this week, but I automatically.
I think this is AI because I don't think it's true. I don't think.
Yeah.
No.
Well, I've seen many AI images with many stars in the same statue. This has to be AI. That's so crazy.
Look, it's so easy to do. Now there's a new Google thing for picture. It's Nano Banana. I'm using this for my new music video. You can do everything you want. You can say, oh, look, I want a statue of Trump and Epstein. And then you just take a picture of the White House. You say, I want this under that. And that's it. They put it for you. That's it. It's just like super easy. Like we're all gonna see fake stuff like this. So they saw the statue of the Bitcoin and it was like, oh, I'm gonna make one with the Epstein, you know.
Okay, hold on. This guy's saying it's not AI.
Oh, it's not AI.
Yeah, look at this. I just have to see how am I bringing this up.
For real? Oh my God.
I'm down on the National Mall. Once again, there's golden statuary mimicking what you'd see at the memorials around us. But this is a temporary protest. There's a statue of President Donald Trump and Jeffrey Epstein. And at the base, you have an inscription, specifically the note that Trump sent to Mr. Epstein that was published online. And here's the inscription. In honor of Friendship Month, we celebrate the long-lasting bond between President Donald J. Trump and his closest friend, Jeffrey Epstein. There must be more to life than having everything.
What?
Wow.
This is, I think, the most important symbol this morning of where the First Amendment stands in the United States. Here we have a satiric mockery of the president that is going to the heart of one of the issues that's captured the public attention. If it's allowed to endure, it shows how the First Amendment itself lingers in our country. It shows that public expression is tolerated, even of a man who would be king.
Oh yeah, it's real.
That has been the declaration.
You see the shadow in the dog.
Yeah, this is crazy.
As long as you continue to see statues like this tolerated, you know that the First Amendment is still alive.
Yeah, I asked ChatGPT who was Epstein best, and it said Trump, Donald Trump, best friend.
What the? What the? So
yeah, it's his best friend, closest friend. You see?
Yeah, right. And people are still freaking waiting on the Epstein files. I told you that will never get released. So we celebrate the long-lasting bond between Trump. So this guy said it was like a protest or something. So I don't know what they're trying to show. I don't know any people that could knock up a statue that looks this good in protest and put it in front. This is some kind of sick, twisted ritual to have this there. This is weird. Yeah. This is really weird.
So me, I'm gonna have to go, but I wish you a good day, and I don't know if you stream for a long time again, but I'm maybe gonna watch the VOD after. But I have to go because
head out also this afternoon. But yeah, I should try and be back later this evening. I'm sure there's gonna be a lot more news going on, so I got to check out the decodes on this statue and find out more because I was too quick to just say, oh, that's AI.
Oh my God, no, this is real. Yeah, it's real. Then they're not afraid to show it now, huh? Because they know we know.
Yeah, they had to because they already tricked the Christians into thinking the rapture was happening, and they used that energy to reveal themselves. This is absolutely insane. So
yeah, when I asked ChatGPT who was Epstein's best friend, it says, oh, it's Donald Trump. And they give me a list of everything they did. And oh my God, Like they give me the blueprint.
This is insane. So I've got lots more work to do. All this revealing is true. Everything we pointed to, what would happen this week, is actually happening. And this is what's shocking to me, because I said what? September prophecy. I said all this digital ID, mark of the beast, beginning of tribulation. I said the Antichrist would have to reveal himself, and it looks like everyone's seeing that all of this is really happening with Britain and its digital system.
Yes.
It's kind of blowing my mind. I need to go touch some grass today and get off the computer, but I will be back later. So thank you, DJ New Moon, for
All right.
stopping by. It's a pleasure to speak to you. I love your music, and I look forward to talking to you again soon.
God bless, my friend. Have a good day. And
You
bye,
too.
chat. God bless every one of you.
Awesome. So DJ New Moon stopped by. But that's gonna be it. I hope you are following along with the numbers. New Moon said, yep, that's crazy how the slogan to fight the beast kind of equals the exact same as hailing the Antichrist. So crazy. We're onto something, but it's good. I'm not going to be able to reach the UK in hopes to let them know, to warn them what's going to take place in the next few weeks over there with this system, and how they're going to be tricked into pushback. So the pushback against this is already organized, right, by the beast system. Wow. So I'm off. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. The weekend is here. If you've been watching and listening, you are the resistance.